In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the Xenon light kit, angel eyes and LED stripes inside your headlights. To remove the glass from the housing, please follow the instructions which are written next. You will need to remove this base from the headlights housing. You will have to pull it carefully. There are 3 places. One of them is a slide. The other 2 will be like balls. You will need to separate them carefully that they won't get broken. Purchase an angel eye for the high beam and have it smaller than the regular circle to place it inside, and in order to have it look the same size as the regular beam angel eye. Stick the high beam angel eye by a transparent silicone adhesive, and then apply a tape on the places which you don't want to paint. And then, since I purchased it and it was a huge kit, I needed to make a holder by the sew in order to place the kit inside. This glass of the headlight was touching the projector, so I couldn't close it. All what I needed to do is, after breaking this one, I used the saw to cut about 1 centimeter of the length of this circle. So I cut it that way, as you can see. But then, because the circle here is not deep here as much as here, and here looks like a bit straight, so what I needed to do is to cut an extra ½ centimeter in a round way, not straight. As you can see here, this is not straight. I applied on both sides, upper and the down one, so I can have it smoothly down. I use actually a metal saw, smoothly and slowly, and watch out you won't break your fingers, otherwise lots of blood will go down. One thing, before you cut this, don't apply the paint. First cut it, then one thing, before you apply the paint, you just cut. So in case you make some damages to the screen here, you can apply the paint, then you fix it. Then again, you really don't need to be very careful. As you see here, since it's the first try, I had some scratches, but they are really fine. You don't need to feel sad at all about it, because it will look smooth. The second part of the headlight, I suggest that you also paint it with black. Why? Because here the corner of Volkswagen Golf is smaller than the corner here. When you apply the paint, it will look a bit more bigger, and this will help. Otherwise, this will look really small and it won't look very nice. Then I purchased this, which you will see in the link below. They costed, like both 2 pieces costed about $7 or something with the shipping, and you apply a few drops of the silicone, the transparent one, under. When you stick it here, the trick, you can just do like this, put the silicone here, and here don't put anything, then apply some silicone, the drops in the end. The reason is that this will make a V shape, and this will look much nicer when it's turned on. And here's how I'm going to apply this silicone. Now, after applying the silicone, I will try to apply it here by this piece of plastic smoothly, and cover the edges here about ½ centimeter and here ½ centimeter, so it can stick very well. After 2 to 3 hours, try to touch it. If it's not sticky, place it in the house of the headlight and try to apply the electricity so you can adjust or aim the headlight position. How to connect the xenon lights, the whole kit together. So this circle doesn't need lots of knowledge, but the thing is that if you purchase the kit and you get the xenon light with 4 cables, then you will not need these extra 2 cables, which has male harness and these 2 metal parts. So you remove them then, and you will use the purple and the red lights. They look like this. You will connect these directly to the ballast. You will not miss their place. The other hole of the ballast will be connected to the relay's cable. The relay looks like this, cable looks like this. Then you will have a black cable coming out of this. You will connect it to the body of the car. Passenger side, you will have the same. A black cable, male harness. This will be connected to the ballast. This one is to the earth. Then you will have another cable from the relay, which looks like this. Also looks different than other cables. This will be connected to the part in the headlight or in the projector, which holds the xenon light. It has black and red wires. Then what you will do is you connect the red cable with the fuse to the positive part of the battery. Later you will need to connect the angel eye. You have the inverter, because they won't be directly connected to positive and negative of a battery. You connect them, then you connect the red and the black cable to the parking light or to the switch, which controls turning on and turning off these angel eyes, or even a controller, a remote controller I meant. As you can see, here's the parking light. How much extra angel eyes you have, or LED lights, you can connect them directly. You simply make a small hole here and then solder the other wires to them. Watch the positive and negative. Don't put them the way around. To connect the main cable, which comes from the relay, which is a triangular, you will need to, in case if it's H4, you will need to connect it directly. If it's not, then you will need to do as follow. If you have H1 or H7, referring to the user manual, but normally in my case here, the blue cable will go to high beam positive, the white one will go to the low beam positive, then the brown one will go to the low beam negative. Connect them that way by making a small hole here in this plastic piece, putting another plug, so it's easy to connect and disconnect them. Don't wire them directly, and connect them here by, for instance, making a little hole. As you can see, what I've done is scratching the plastic cover of the high beam positive, then connecting the cable which I had by soldering it or by turning it around tightly, then putting tape. Because of the length of the xenon light, you will need to apply a hole inside this part so it can enter smoothly and won't damage your xenon light. All the cables will be inside except the cable of the cover of the xenon lights inside the projector, and the purple and the red cables for the xenon light. The rest, inverter and other cables which belongs to the other LED lights, will be inside because there is a space there and will be connected to the parking light. In the end, you will see that we have a very nice look of the back side of this headlight. We have only few cables. For the driver side, you will have 3 cables: the main wire, the xenon lights, positive and negative, then the holder of the xenon light, On the other side, we will have only these two because we will not need to connect that main cable of the relay. Now to place the glass on the headlight, you will need to apply silicone adhesive on the edges.
Before placing the glass, try to be sure that it's very clean from inside. Tighten the glass to the housing by a strong strap or a string or even a wire. Try to put it in a safe place and leave it to dry for a day. You are going to place the headlights is by removing the bumper, and the way it will be by first there will be a housing. T20 is the screw size. You will open these two bolts here to remove that cover, and then these two as well. And from this side, these two. There will be 4 screws on each side behind the bumper. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the other side will be the same. Then what you will need to do is remove the T30 and T30, T30, T30. I found a strange screw here. I had to remove it by a size 10 key. And then some of you will need to remove the plate number because they are screwed right to the chassis, and then you will get it easily down. Don't forget to open these 2 fog light covers. There will be T30 screws behind them. Then you will need to open these 2 screws in order to place the new headlight. How the headlight with the high beams would look like.